Yo, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the release date of the RTX 3080 Ti, and they also set the release date for the 3070 Ti. In this video, I'm going to touch more on 3080 Ti than the 3070 Ti, but both are expected to launch within a week of each other. But the big one is the 3080 Ti, expected to launch June 3rd at a price of $1199. Now, that is for the Founders Edition, which is pictured here. If we go a little bit through this article, I'm not going to go too heavily into it because there's tons of videos out there on the performance of it, but they did touch on it being 2 times faster than the 1080 Ti. So they're claiming people with a 1080 Ti, if they upgrade to a 3080 Ti, they will see pretty much double their frame rates as far as gaming goes. Now, as mining goes, it's going to be a little bit different. It should have the limiter built into it, so the leaks word at it is going to mine around 58 to 60 mega hash a second at around 300 watts, which is not efficient at all when it comes to mining Ethereum. And that was the only leak that was given. I'm sure once miners get this card in their hands, they'll be testing other algorithms to see if it has the handicap in place for anything else. But I know when they talk about it, they specifically talk about Ethereum. So I'm really only expecting an Ethereum limiter on it. But time will tell when people get those in their hands. And this article I'll link in the description below, but it goes on to talk about where to buy NVIDIA Reflex and Broadcast, the DLSS, things like that. This other article mentions the price that is packing 12 gigabytes of GDDR6X memory, where the 3080 came with 10 gigabytes, so a slight increase there. As far as 1440p gaming, I don't see that being too crucial, but when you get into 4K gaming, the VRAM is where you might run into some issues, so you do want a lot of it there. And that's on the 3080 Ti, of course. And like they said, the release date of June 3rd. So expected to hit stores then. I did find on Best Buy's website, I had to do a Google search to find it. I couldn't just browse their site to get it, but they do have it listed already with the new SKU, and it is $1199.99 for the Founders Edition. Now, I don't see pricing for the AIB cards. I probably see them ranging anywhere from $1,300 to $1,600, depending on which manufacturer it is and which one it is. That's just an estimate on my part. I didn't do too much research into AIB cards. It's just pretty much what the expected cost for the Founders Edition is. Obviously, if you're looking to get one and you have the opportunity, the Founders Edition, in my opinion, is your best one to get, just because of the value of the card and the bang for buck that it comes with. From a gaming and mining perspective, they stay fairly cool on the rig. I do have a 3070 Founders Edition running, and it stays just as cool as any of my other AIB cards. And from a gaming perspective, obviously you're paying a less of a price for it, and it's going to pack just as much performance in it as any of your other AIB cards. Now, obviously, when you're going for aesthetics as far as inside of your build, you might want a different AIB card just for something that's more appealing for the eyes, or just looks nicer in your build, or maybe you have a specific manufacturer style that you prefer over the Founders Edition. But personally, I'd prefer a Founders Edition over anything else. Big question is, do I plan on buying these cards? And I do plan on at least getting one. I do want to try it out in mining, but I ultimately would like to put it into my gaming / editing PC and upgrade my 2080 Super to it. I do have one 3080 and a couple 3070s, but the performance gain that I would get from either of those cards isn't enough for me to make it worth putting in this rig and taking it off of a mining rig. I'd much rather make the profit of it mining. I don't have any issues with my 2080 Super with render times right now, or with gaming. I still game Call of Duty, which is what I play the most of, at 130 to 140 frames per second at all high settings at 1440p with my 2080 Super, and I'm perfectly happy with that for the couple times a week that I do get to play. So as far as gaming, though, I wouldn't mind upping to a 3080 Ti, so I do plan on getting it. I'd like to hear other people's opinions, if they're going to try and camp out for it on the 3rd, or if they're just going to take their chances online for it. I know in this article from Tech Radar at the bottom, they said NVIDIA may also have worked hard to get more stock of the 3080 Ti to its retailers, which would help. But the global chip shortage means there's only so much they can do about it. I think that we may have seen less and less shorter drops in the past weeks because they were trying to push out these 3080 Ti's. You know, that's more speculation on my part. Take that with a grain of salt, but I'm hoping for a big drop. I don't have my hopes up for it, but I am really hoping for a pretty big drop in that. I can get my hands on one. Other people can get their hands on them that want them, or anyone that's been waiting for a 30 series card that hasn't been able to get one in the meantime can get their hands on a 3080 Ti or even a 3070 Ti if that's what they want. I know in this article they mentioned the 3070 Ti being $699, I believe. Yeah, $599. I'm sorry. 3070 Ti available at $599, and that should be available June 10th. I'll do some more digging around for the 3070 Ti and some performance on it, make a separate video about it. But for now, you know, I'd like to hear who plans on getting a 30 Ti, who's going to take a chance at getting one. You know, and after they are launched, I'd like to see, you know, who did get one and how they like it. I'll let you guys know if I end up being able to purchase one. Odds are very slim as I do work that day during the launch, so I don't have time to camp out. I won't be able to sit at my computer and really dig for one or try for one, even if Best Buy has a drop. I may try on my cell phone for a Founders Edition, but my odds will be very slim for me. But I will try other motives to try and get one. But, you know, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.